Do you think it was designed to intimidate parents and people like you from, not standing up against what you see to be clearly something that's happening that's obviously wrong?
Absolutely. The judge even mentioned in our sentencing that she was making an example of us to dissuade other parents from doing what we did. She also is holding us accountable in our sentencing for mean things that strangers said to the principal, which totally outside of our control. I mean, we had people say mean things to us. So the whole thing is just kind of ridiculous. We're being our sentence harsher because of things that were outside of our control, that things that we didn't do, to be set an example of, not for the crime, but for political reasons.
Yes, I think that's completely accurate. As you said, it's a class 3 misdemeanor. Is similar to a traffic fine, and you're not going to be dragged through the court system for 8 months and be sent to jail for something like that if it wasn't to pull you up and say, look, here's what's happened to you. Here's what's happened to Jennifer. This will happen to you as well if you don't comply. So I suppose to sum up here, if you had to do it all again, if you had to go back to the school, would you still do it? Would you still stand up for your daughter, even though that you'll have to spend the next 5 days in jail? So your husband, your daughter will have to be arrested. You'll have to have all this backlash. Would you do it again?
We've talked about this a lot over the last year. It's been very, very hard as a family. Um, we would do it again, because if you don't stand up in those moments in history when you have a chance, you don't want to look back and say, I wish I had done something. And, it was very, very hard for us, but I would do it again.